What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Inside the Horseshoe. My name is Matt, and today I'm going to tell you why Grover Stewart is the most underrated Colts player on that defense. So I believe the Colts defense was ranked number 4 in the entire NFL according to ESPN, and when you watch the Colts play this past season, you could totally tell that is a top 5 defense guarantee. Did their secondary struggle a little bit towards the end of the year? Yeah, they did. But I fully expect them to come back better than ever this upcoming season. And whenever you're on ESPN, FS1, and you're looking for, something to watch and you see the Colts get mentioned with their defense, and, you always hear Kenny Moore get mentioned, which is well deserved, should be more, but it's well deserved, and he's finally getting that recognition he deserves. But you also hear DeForest Buckner get mentioned, you hear Darius Leonard get mentioned, and granted, again, well deserved. They should be talked about. They should all be talked about more because they're such dynamic players. But there's one player on that Colts defense I never see get mentioned, and he deserves his respect, and his name is Grover Stewart. Now, a lot of us Colts fans obviously know who he is. We see him every Sunday when the NFL season is going on, and he's always been dominant. Him and DeForest Buckner are like a dynamic duo. But when it comes to the NFL media or just the NFL world in general, and they're talking about the Colts defense, you never hear Grover Stewart get mentioned. Now, Grover Stewart was rated as the number one best one technique in the entire NFL. He's really, really difficult to stop when it comes to that position, and he really had a breakout year this past season. Now, Grover Stewart did have 53 total tackles, 40 of them were solo. He did have half a sack this year, but he did hit the quarterback 5 times and had 6 tackles for loss. And if he wasn't playing next to a guy like DeForest Buckner, I guarantee you those numbers would be even better. It's just when you have a guy like DeForest Buckner, yeah, some of your numbers are going to be taken away, but still, compared to the year prior, he had a huge year. I mean, whenever DeForest Buckner is interviewed and talked to about just the players in general on this team, he always mentions how Grover Stewart is such a big and important piece to that defense. And honestly, I think if you take away Grover Stewart from this defensive line, I believe their production when it comes to getting to the quarterback and getting to the running back will drop significantly. I get it, you have DeForest Buckner on the team, but I think he is a really important piece for DeForest Buckner. I think having Grover Stewart there is such an important part of DeForest Buckner's game. And it's not just DeForest Buckner's, other guys are going to play around him. He is just such a presence to that defensive line. He is a big body that it is really difficult to stop him. And when you have one or two guys on him, you're going to have the other guys you're playing with get to the quarterback easier. I mean, if we look at this past season in week 17, he was able to get to Mike Glennon pretty easily too. So, I mean, look, at the end of the day, Grover Stewart is such an underrated player. He is such an important piece to this team. You take him away, our defense drops in statistics big time, I believe. I think he's just as important to this Colts defense as DeForest Buckner and Darius Leonard is. And whenever you have DeForest Buckner and Grover Stewart playing together, magic is going to happen. Now we got Kwity Paye, Dio Dangbo coming to this roster, and we have a healthy Kamoko Toure coming to the roster as well. You add those guys there, you have all these guys playing with Grover Stewart and DeForest Buckner. This is going to be a phenomenal defensive line, and it's going to make the job of the cornerbacks and safeties so much easier. So at the end of the day, Grover Stewart, like I said, 53 total tackles, 40 of them were solo. He had 6 tackles for loss, 5 quarterback hits, half a sack. The guy's numbers, I believe, are going to be even better next year. He had such a big breakout year this season, and I fully expect him to continue to go up because he's only 27 years old. So thank you for watching. If you're new, please click that subscribe button. It would be awesome if you would do so. Also, click the bell icon so you're notified when a video goes up, as well as when we go live on here. If you like this video, smack that like button and let me know in the comments below. And if I hit you in the face, I'm sorry. Okay? I'm sorry. But hey, do you agree with me and Grover Stewart? Let me know in the comments below. So thank you very much for watching. I've been Matt. Bleed Blue, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye. Thank you very much for watching this video. If you like it, make sure you watch one of these other 2 videos. They're cool. Also, if you're new, please click the subscribe button as well as the bell icon. I greatly appreciate your support.